Everyone, welcome back to another stream. Hope you're all having a good weekend. So just as we get started, I think the plan here today is I'm just going to play some PSO on today's stream. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to do a Twitch stream at some point during the week as well, because I'm actually got a bit of time off work. So I think it's probably going to be on Wednesday, but we'll confirm it beforehand. And on that, what we'll do is we'll switch up between PSO and PSU, because I should be able to stream for a bit longer then as well. I'm aware that there's an event on Clementine on PSU at the moment, so I want to spend a bit of time in that as well on Wednesday. But I will confirm beforehand just to make sure that it is going to be on that day. And that will be a little one-off as well, and that will be over on Twitch. We may do it as a multi-stream if I can get it set up beforehand in time, but failing that, it'll just be on Twitch, but I will let you know where it's going to be. So unfortunately, not a particularly great week on PSO, so we have the experience week, which is obviously not great for rare drops, and we unfortunately have no event yet. So there's been a bit of a delay with the Ephinea event, so maybe it's going to be next week. So it would have been ideal to have it this week while I'm off, but there you go. So as usual, if you want to join us for any games or anything, we always play on Ephinea for PSO, and we tend to play on Lim Race Block 2, and it's Lobby 21 that we play in. Yeah, exactly, that was my reaction as well, basically. I was looking forward to sitting down and just grinding PSO for a week, but we've got experience week. I have made a new formal actually, I just haven't put any time into it yet. I have also, you can probably see, I've moved the chat over to the left-hand side, just so it's out the way of the rare drop pop-ups. Let me know if that's a better place for it as we go through. If you want me to move it back, I can. But we'll see what it's like. I would have moved the camera over as well, but it'll block all the enemy details, so I don't really want to do that. More time to relax. I mean, you're not wrong. But to be fair, we have hit PSO pretty hard the last few days. Noob week. Yeah, so it's 150% experience week. So if you're leveling a new character, now is the time. Is the music going to skip? It is. Wouldn't be a stream without the music skipping. Just a quick note as well, I have had some issues with Ephinea for the last few days. So very reminiscent to Deployable's old streams, I've been getting a bit of an issue with joining games. Now, I have changed a couple of things that Kilniath recommended, so hopefully it'll be okay, but we'll see. So I've got a decent selection of people here, so I think the RBR for this week is not particularly great, and I know we've got the episode 1 quest in Forest, which is pretty garbage. I think it's one of the sweep up quests. We've got one in Spaceship for episode 2, and I can't remember what the episode 1 is. I think it's a desert sweep up. They're not the best picks really, but it is also experience week, so yeah, David, so it is 150% experience week now, so it'll be from now until next Sunday. I think it resets normally, it's about midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning GMT every Sunday. So yeah, if you're leveling a new character, David, now is the time to do it. Mine RBR went. We haven't had mines on RBR for a little while, have we? Yeah. So yeah, I mean, unless anyone's really wanting to level any low-level characters, I guess we just sort of jump into some quests and just see if we can find anything. So is there anything in particular that anyone is after that we can go for? You just want experience. I mean, this is the week. We need 2 more for 2 groups. I mean, we could do 2 groups of 3. Or 2 more people could join the lobby. Just while we get started as well, video went live early today, well, a couple of hours ago, which was the next PSO law video, where we finally finished the VR tests. So from the next episode, it should be a lot more interesting because we get to Central Control Area. There's also a video went live yesterday as well for the PSO 2 NGS, which covers the new Mars system. So if you want to get a sort of an overview of how that works, feel free to watch that. It is quite a long video just because there is quite a lot to cover. But I do try and sort of break it down for anyone who's getting into it for the first time. Obviously on Monday, we will have our members video for PSP2 as well, which will go live to everyone else midweek. You want experience for 180 and attack power for Galatine. So it sounds like we just want experience. So how about just to get things going, we do... I mean, we've got 6 people. We've got enough people to do shift and deband in both parties, so we could just split into 2 groups of 3. I think that's probably the easiest way to do it for now. Honestly, I'm just after experience at the minute as well. I would say I'm close to 200, but we all know that's not true. Making a TTF Widel. Yeah, so if 2 other people want to join Drac for that, I would say ideally probably a Force and a Hunter maybe. And then the other 3 we can make another party. So yeah, I'm not sure when the event's going to start in Ephinea, but it's normally some point in August, so it wouldn't surprise me if it's next week or maybe the week after at the latest. Alright, so that leaves us 3, so we can do a run. Do you want to do a TTF as well, or do you want to do something else? You like TTF? TTF is fine. That makes things very easy. I'll make because Skyly gets red ring. So usual password. I'm really not a fan of spamming TTF, but I mean, this is the week to do it, I guess. Oh, when it froze briefly there, I was wondering if we'd if we'd crashed. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. It just seems to have been a lot more buggy Ephinea recently for some reason. I don't know if it's something with my PC or if it's affecting anyone else, but yeah, it's been a little bit frustrating. I think since it's experience week, we probably should just kill stuff. Makes sense. The stream didn't start for you. You were getting dead confused by chat. It reset back to live in 41 minutes. Is it okay for everyone else? I mean, I haven't dropped any frames or anything, so I don't think there's anything on my end. It's working on your end. Just blame YouTube. Probably just YouTube doing YouTube things. It does kind of feel like anyone who plays PSO on YouTube just gets cursed by weird bugs. Or just YouTube being weird. Hope so. YouTube copying Ephenia's notes. I mean, generally, Ephinea is quite reliable. I haven't really had many problems with it. It's only really, I would say, maybe in the last couple of weeks, it just seems to be, for some reason, worse than usual. I mean, even now, it's running a little bit framier than it used to. No idea why. But yeah, just let me know how the chat is. I tried to move it over there just so it's not in the way of any rare drops that might happen. Have I had issues since the font reset? The only issue I had since I reset that is I had one where it just crashed the desktop really suddenly. I was on Pioneer 2 and it just crashed the desktop. When I checked the event viewer, it was just a really generic sort of application error. Couldn't really get a whole lot from it. But that's the only issue I've had so far. Yeah, I've got no idea what causes it though. I would say it seems to be, since they added the high-res fonts, it seems to be since then it just seems buggier in general. But I don't know if it's that that's causing it or... Skylight slimes are probably not really worth splitting. They only drop, I think the rare ones only drop Demolition Comet, which is, it's decent, but... Is this one of the rare 100% TTF runs? It is. Yeah, normally you just skip through, don't you? I think just because it's experience week. We're getting over 400 experience from each of the Volmers, so it's probably worth doing. I've also just reset my Heroes material plan as well, so she's now almost ready to go straight to 200. All I need is, I think I need about another 12 power materials and then she'll be max on materials. Because God only knows what I'd done with the material plan originally. It was a mess. Seems kind of BS that you can paralyze me outside the room, but okay. I like how we're just not dealing with that lily room. Oh, another power material there, so that's one less we need. It did basically use pretty much every material I had to reset her, but... no red slime. New Lily buff, instead of paralysis, it's instant death. So yeah, I just thought we'd play some PSO today, and then in the stream midweek we can do a bit of PSU as event. So I've been meaning to go back to PSU for a little bit, so... Also, I've been thinking about what to potentially play on the channel going forward, because as much as PSO is always going to be part of the channel, there is going to be a time where there is less to cover on it for videos because I'm doing so much on it. So what I may do at some point, maybe over the next week or so, is I may do like a survey for people if they want to fill it in, just to give some feedback on the channel and any suggestions you've got or anything you'd like to see, just so I can sort of poll you guys to see if there's anything that you'd be interested in. This is where we find the other team has just sped through TTF to get to the bosses, and they're just waiting for us in the lobby already. Still got plenty of Zero content to get through. Yeah, I may do some more Zero content at some point. You want to join the Zero multiplayer? Out of curiosity, how easy is it to set up Zero multiplayer? Very easy. Oh, cool. Just use Melon DS, then add friend codes. Oh, is that all there is to it? Yeah, I mean, when I played the video of Zero for my first impressions, I had a reasonably good time with it. I mean, I think it was obvious on the video that I wasn't really enjoying the weapon type I had, and the combat was getting a lot of getting used to. But it is a game I would be willing to give a bit more time to, I think. Honestly, I wish the PSP2 videos were doing a little bit better, because I would like to play that a bit more, but honestly, it's just not getting any traction whatsoever. I'm going to complete the series just because it was sort of promised to the members, so I will continue doing the videos for it, but I just find that some video series just don't perform. I guess the the audience for a 15-year-old PSP game is probably not that wide. Which is odd because the PS0 video did really well. guess with the PS0 video, it was more just it was a one and done video, whereas the PSP2, you know, requires a bit of a commitment to sit down and watch the whole thing. So maybe that's it. You just go to MLDS settings, set your username, go in game, Wi-Fi settings, add access point. There should be a ML and AP one. Change the DNS settings and boom. Oh, cool. You say that yet there's an audience for a 20-year-old Dreamcast game. You're not wrong. I mean, to be fair, I think the audience is limited. I have noticed in the last sort of month or two that the growth on the channel has slowed significantly. So I think I'm getting to the point where I think I'm reaching most people who want to see PSO stuff. Which is one reason why I'm kind of thinking doing this survey, just to find out what other games you're interested in, because I think there is only a limited scope for PSO. As much as I adore this game, and as much as I will do videos on it and play it as long as I possibly can, there is a limit to the amount of people that want to see PSO stuff. The obvious one would be play NGS, but we all know no one likes NGS. But you think that if you read the YouTube comments anyway. Again, for what it's worth, I actually do like NGS. Sonic Adventure 2 Let's Play 1. Yeah, Baseplay was streaming some Sonic Adventure 2 yesterday in the Discord hangout that we did. So that is an event that we do every 2 weeks for anyone who's not aware. We have a Discord, and every 2 weeks we do a little community hangout, and occasionally people from the community stream stuff on Discord that we can watch, so... was fun Sonic Adventures. Yosh. Yeah, it was slightly creepy seeing Dr. Eggman looking after Chow. Wow, got a 45 hit burning ray gun. What a waste. It was pretty cool to see though, because obviously everyone in the community likes different kind of games, so it's always interesting seeing what other people are playing. Yeah, Mr. Eggman, put the chow down. It's a one and done from me. Already met a test to see how it worked. Morrowind crashed, Skyrim crashed, Banjo crashed, Sonic Adventure 2 kept making me look like a tool. To be fair though, considering you were streaming that from the console, that's not bad going. Ah, and there it is. The random PB. Yeah, it's probably just a case of old games not really cooperating that well with new features like suspend. Just cool to see games I've never really played though, because as I said when you were playing Banjo, I never had an N64 when I was a kid, so I never got a chance to play Banjo-Kazooie. And confirm, Morrowind didn't crash, Fallout New Vegas didn't crash. Bethesda games crash if you look at them funny. They're not wrong there. Problems with Oblivion though. And hi Leo, you okay? Playing the Fallout London mod, so if you have no money to visit London, just play Fallout. It's basically the same thing, honestly. Having been to London a few times. Although to be fair, at the minute most of the UK is like Fallout anyway, given what's going on in most of the cities at the minute, without going into too much. I've heard a lot about that Fallout London mod though. It seems to be getting quite a lot of traction really. This Gizonde glitch with Huniwell is really, really weird. Sometimes it works, and you just defeat this part of the lock really, really quickly. And other times it just doesn't seem to do anything. There we go. Without getting political, attempts to summon deployable lover. Nah, to be honest, given what's happening at the minute, I would rather not give that group any kind of comment whatsoever. It's just depressing, man, honestly. What I played at Fallout London was awesome, just kept crashing though, so I'm going to wait till it cooks a bit more. Is it early access at the minute or something? It's a bit close to home being up here, yeah. Yeah, literally the town I'm in at the minute, it's all kicking off as we speak, so yeah, I want nothing to do with it at all. Oh, I got a photon drop. Which honestly is probably big res for Experience Week. It's a full release, post-delay for polishing, but it's a huge mod on a game that is already buggy. Point taken. Is there any benefits of Humor Hunter new to the game? I'm trying to think how to phrase this. Humor is an interesting class in that Sega kind of didn't balance it very well in these versions of the game. I'm not going to say it's a terrible class because any class can work in PSO, but the problem is you only have level 15 Jelen and Zalur to weaken enemies. You don't have any kind of shifter and D-band apart from if you use something like the S-Red Blade, which I give a level 3. But you don't have the attack power of something like HuCast, and you don't have the support of something like Huniwell, so you're in this kind of really odd space. Having said that, you do have access to some really cool gear. So you've got things like Zamba, which is a really, really nice sword. Obviously, I know HuCast can use it as well, but Humar is the only other class apart from that can use it. So, can you please let me in the room? Thank you. Yeah, Humor is definitely a challenge. It's kind of weird because the way that the classes are structured in the game, Sega almost make it out like Humor is the beginner beginner hunter class, which I would totally disagree with. Humor requires a lot more effort, and honestly probably a lot more skill to play than Huniwell. I would say Huniwell honestly is the beginner hunter, or HuCast just because of how strong it is. Because HuCast you literally just point yourself at an enemy and just wreck everything. Oh, we got a club of Zumuran. Big Raz. Thanks for sharing. Didn't know who to make. You just love melee. Honestly, any of the hunters are fine. And to be honest, the issue that Humar has, I feel like Hugh kind of has the same kind of problems. In that Hugh to me just feels like a worse Hughcast. It's basically a Hughcast that can hit, but has no other real benefits because your attack power is way lower than Hughcast. You've got a lot lower defense. Oh, there's the stream silence claw. Yeah, you've got some cool animations with Hughcaseel, but just the sheer power of Hughcast, it just kind of feels like Hughcaseel is kind of worse version. You obviously don't have any of the support text that Hunuel has. So even though Hunuel is technically weaker, with level 20 Shifter and D-Band and level 20 Gel and Zalor, Hunuel can outdamage them. I suppose it's a balance of, you know, you are technically weaker than a Hunuel, but you've got the traps to make up for it. You didn't know that Humar and Hunuel had differences, so every class in PSO is different. So it's not just a case of the Humar is the male human hunter and the Hunuel is the female one. There are actually big differences between the classes, between how the stats are, between what level text and everything they have. I do have on my channel, Bullish, there is, I think it's 12 videos which go in depth in every single class in PSO, and it'll explain all the different strengths and weaknesses of them, so feel free to go and check those out as well. I've done one of them for every single class, so... No worries, dude. And don't feel you've made a mistake by making a Humar either. So, as I've said, any class can do fine in PSO, it's just that certain things you might find a little bit more difficult. Like I would say for Solo, for example, you might find Solo more difficult than Hunuel because Hunuel can weaken the enemies quite a bit more. Obviously, you've got level 20 D-Band and the level 20 Jellin to weaken the enemies quite a bit. Whereas Humar is a bit limited for that, but if you've got the gear and you know how to position, you'll be fine. Yeah, no worries, Parkins. Yeah, and honestly, if you're on Ephinea as well, you've literally got 32 character slots available. If you don't know that, on the launcher for Ephinea, there's a bit at the top of it that says like slot 1 to 4, and you just change that to like slot 5 to 8, and that'll give you another 4 character slots to use, and you have up to 32 characters. So feel free to just experiment with the characters. You can also use the sandbox mode as well. I think you have to use a separate account for that, but if you set a sandbox account up, it will let you just do things like make a level 200 character. Obviously you can't play with non-sandbox players, but it lets you experiment with things. Thanks for making content and streaming, really appreciate it. PSO was your childhood game when you were 8 or so, you're 24 now. I mean, that makes me feel very old. Yeah, I think I started PSO when I was about 18. It'd be around there, I think I was about 18. Yeah, that'd be about right. Been playing this game too long. Yeah, thanks for the comments, so Bullish. I realise there's not that many people doing Fantasy Star, well, PSO content on YouTube, so we are a very small group. There are not many of us. We're just the ones that are too sort of stubborn to let this game go. Start when you're about 14 or 15, now 34. Whereas I'm getting near the age that starts with a 4, so... Not quite there yet, but getting close. Oh, same. Used to play all the time. I played tons, so back... I started with GameCube, which was about 2003 for me, I think. Yeah, so I started about 2003 with GameCube, and then played Blue Burst, and then played basically every Fantasy Star since, with the exception of Zero and Nova, I think. Old Man Skylar at least gives you a wise sounding name. Thanks for that. Oh yeah, the Dreamcast, Soggy. Yeah, I went and bought a Dreamcast after. Oh, I really don't like that Rafai now with this level character. So his Rafai now multi-hits me because I don't fall over anymore. This is bad news. Yeah, that's it. Do Divine Punishment again. Just keep spamming that. That's fine. You're waiting for the Phantasy Star 4 playthrough after PSP 2. Started when you were 14, talking about BB more. So yeah, even though I started with GameCube, almost 33 now. It does seem to be a thing that a lot of people have just stuck with this game and just never stopped playing it. Right, can we do the unthinkable? Can we get a red ring 2 streams in a row? No is the answer to that question, but you know, if you're not going to try, why bother? Yeah, I've enjoyed a lot of the Fantasy Star games since PSO. It's just that PSO is the one I always come back to. Is TTF the main thing that everyone does on Ephinea? So TTF is popular for two main reasons. So first of all, it's a really, really good experience. So it's good for leveling up, particularly for this week with it being experience week. The other reason is because people use it to farm drops from the episode 1 bosses, particularly from Faults for Red Ring. So a lot of people do spam TTF, but there are also other things that people spam as well. Ephinea has a thing, I don't know if you're aware, but Ephinea has a thing called RBR, Raggle Boost Road, which basically boosts 3 quests every week. It boosts their experience rates, the rare drop boosts, and so on. So people will tend to spam those as well. And thankfully TTF is never in those. I missed. One of your favourite stream memories, watching the journey of Sky's falling while being able to finally tank a false slap. Yeah, she's strong now. She's about level 157 now. Somehow. Yeah, Ephinea's ran by, well, yeah, Soda Boy's one of the main guys behind it, so he's a long-time PSO guy. Is the XP week uncommon? Might hop on. It's every 4 weeks. I dare you to have 2000 HP on Condria. I'm disappointed there's no red ring barrier, no red ring banner again. Not that I would keep it, I would give it to someone else if it dropped on stream. Kind of scary, had my Hugh cast on your older streams at level 80 or 90 and now he's here. What level is he now? Is he in the 170s? How long till current experience week is over? It's just started today, so it goes until next Sunday. Would you hold a lottery for who got it? I'd have to think about how to give it away because it's not the kind of thing I'd just give. I would probably do some kind of community sort of engagement thing. I would probably do maybe something like a poll or you know, something like a giveaway poll or something like that. Thank you. Oh, no worries, Bullish. First streams you using your Raymar. It's kind of rare you see your Raymar, to be honest, but I think it's because there's always someone else playing Ranger. You're getting on. Yeah, bullish. So the way it works is there's a 4-week rotation for boosts. So I'm trying to remember the order of it now. So it's experience week this week. Next week, I think it goes to drop all rate boost, which basically increases the chances of monsters dropping an item in general, which by definition also makes rares a bit easier. Then it goes to rare monster week, so boost the chances of rare monsters showing up. Then it goes to rare drop week, which is the big week that everyone wants, which is where all the rare drops are boosted. Although last week we got almost nothing. I got the red ring on stream last week and then basically nothing else for the week. It's almost like the game just said, no, you've had enough now. That's all. Do you have anything good? Oh, he's got a 40 hit charge ray gun. Still no sign of the charge Vulcans though. If no one's taken these Silence Claws or Guilty Lights, you may as well team point them. Because they're worth 10 points each, those. Could do Mr. Beast and do a lottery that's totally legal. Yeah, I haven't really looked into the whole Mr. Beast thing. I know there was some issues with someone that worked with him, but... Got a ton of PDs last week, that's all. It went from 3 to 42. He did also get a V502 as well, yeah. That's quite a big drop. What is Anguish? Stay away from Anguish if you're low level. So Anguish is basically an Ephinea exclusive thing that boosts ultimate more. So what it does is it basically makes the monsters move faster, hit harder, have more health. They basically just become a lot nastier. But you get slightly increased experience and rare drops depending on what level of Anguish you go for. Typically, for a really, really high level, you can usually get away with running like Anguish level 1 maybe, because it doesn't make a huge difference and it's just a free rare drop boost essentially. But yeah, I would probably avoid Anguish for the time being. Having said that, I don't know what level you are. Maybe level 200 and I don't know. 36, oh, not quite 200 then. Yeah, definitely avoid Anguish then. Well, you won't be able to do it actually, because it's ultimate only. So you need to get to level 80 to try that. Can you think of a single famous, popular, powerful person who isn't involved in some sort of controversy? I think it basically comes to the territory. It does seem that way at the minute, doesn't it? You know, Hugh Edwards, etc. Oof. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm going to join in anyway. Hi, Deployable. Good to see you. Yep, so Deployable is a fellow content creator. Feel free to go and follow his channels. I think, am I right in saying, Deployable, that you were on about making a new channel or something for your Rainbow Six stuff? Just talking controversy, clearly. So yeah, so on to the next run. So you need to push a PSO cryptocurrency. That's clearly what I need to get involved with. We need some kind of controversy, so yeah, let's just go with crypto. Or NFTs, PSO NFTs. Yeah, I'm gonna class PDs as crypto actually, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, PDs are basically already NFTs anyway. Like, this is what you could have won. Made it, but on the fence about what the plan was. It for now, you mainly focus on Lotro stuff on your main channel. Oh, cool. Well, if you're interested in things like Lord of the Rings Online, go and check out Deployable's channel. You run an investing Discord, could definitely make a PSO crypto. We can make it happen. Crypto Mazetta, C Mazetta for short. Also, hi Yuki. What do we run? So, I mean, we could do Skyly SU6. Yeah, that sounds good, actually. SU6 is spaceship, isn't it? I think I ran that earlier. Do miss PSO dearly though, just a shame you can't get it to run without a crash. If it makes you feel any better deployable, I've had a few issues with it recently as well. Mine is, it's better, but I still do have problems with joining games sometimes. I have no idea what it is. I'm convinced it's something with Ephinea, actually, to be honest. Make a PSO version of the banana game, free to play, but players can sell their weapons on the open Steam market. I saw that's such a ridiculous way of making money. You finally made it run well without lagging. Nice. I've had it crash once or twice. The main issue I've had is with joining games. So there's been a couple of times where I've joined and it's just frozen or just closed the desktop. Sell Uni Steam trading cards for real money. Uni pop. Don't play many MMOs. Guess they're all fairly similar. Yeah, that's why I don't play a lot of them, because I just kind of feel a lot of them feel very, very similar to play. Yeah, what I'll do then is I'll make a Skyly game. So I think, again, since there's 6 of us, it's probably better to split into 3 and 3. Just so we're not screwing over one party with 2 people. Crashes with always joining games, never hosting your own. Yeah, it's been the same for me. I have had 1 or 2 crashes just on Pioneer 2. But again, no idea what's causing it. It's only since for me, it's only since they did the high-res font update. Oh, we're doing white LSU6. Did I misread that? I thought we said Skyly. White has Guren drop and 2 Disco Bremen drops. Ah, fair enough. That makes sense then. Off stream. We played a bit yesterday and it was crashing a little bit then. You can make a Sky game. Fair enough, yeah, so I'll make a Skyly one then. Well, yeah, me or Parkins, it doesn't really matter, does it? Alright, so I'll make a Skyly one. I think I made up 2. Yep, cool. Wouldn't be so bad if it just took you back to menu, but the fact you have to reload is annoying. Yeah, totally understand. I think we can safely team point that club of Zimiran. Still play ESO on Xbox if anyone wants to play some time. I haven't switched to MMO since it takes too much time. FPS comp games for me is fun with friends. FPS are a kind of genre that I've never really put a lot of time into, honestly. I think the only FPS I ever really played much at all was the original Unreal Tournament, which probably dates me quite a bit. That's kind of weird. It's actually started us in separate rooms. I didn't realize it did that. Good to see the channel growth, Sky. Keep checking in and watching every video. Keep it up, mate. Cheers, dude. Yeah, I was saying earlier, it has slowed a little bit recently. I think, honestly, I think part of that is because of the PSP2 playthrough. It's not getting that many views, really. I think because of that, it's effectively one video less a week that people are really watching. So it has definitely slowed the channel down, but I am convinced I'm going to finish that playthrough. So once I've done it, then we can focus on something else. I am on about doing kind of a poll for what people want to see me play as well, just to try and get some feedback from people who watch. I'm not sure if it's thrown the algorithm off as such. I mean, it's still a Phantasy Star game, so you would think it kind of correlates, but that's why I moved the Rainbow Six videos. You see, that I can understand, because obviously Rainbow Six is going to be a very, very different demographic to PSO, I would imagine. The experience is kind of stupid here at the minute. Channel's based around older games, so it didn't make sense for it to be on there, really. Well, it's just a very different game as well, isn't it? You know, if you're normally posting things about, you know, PSO and Lotro, it's kind of a completely different genre, isn't it? I mean, from what I could see, though, the Rainbow Six videos you were doing seem to be doing pretty well. From what I could see, anyway. I have no idea which way we're going, by the way. I did this earlier on, I ended up getting lost. Lotro videos seem to be taking off, which is nice but unexpected. I suppose if there's people who, you know, who want to see that kind of video, I guess it's the same kind of thing as PSO, isn't it? So if you've got people who want to see content on it, maybe because it's a game they used to play when they were younger, you're going to get viewers, I guess. It is funny though when I'm streaming PSO, because it just makes me realise like how old the game is. You know, the fact that when NGS got the limited quest that had Gal Griffin in it, and a lot of the NGS players didn't know what Gal Griffin was. It's like, oh no. Saw the tweet, yeah. I was so depressed. I was thinking, oh god, am I really this old? Yeah, so recently, NGS got the new Mars system as well, which is actually quite cool. I did a video on it. It's actually quite a cool addition, honestly. It does change the gameplay up quite a bit. I know some people have been saying that there's not much depth to it, but the fact I managed to do a 45-minute video going through it all, I suggest that I suggest otherwise. I'm not going to say it's game-changing, because it isn't, but it's a nice addition to the game. It's a bit sad since Gal was a common event quest boss on classic PSO2. Yeah, I mean, I always forget that it was in PSO2 as well. Yeah, it just really surprised me when I saw people saying, this is cool music. Where's it from? And it was Gal Griffin's theme. It's like, oh no. But then again, you have to think of like the average age of people playing NGS is probably what? I would guess what, maybe early to mid 20s, around there. And bear in mind the PSO is 20 years old. I can kind of see why. Oh yeah, so I remember this is a Wii one. This you have to basically go both ways and lock those fences. Will always be naysayers. Yeah, it's just unfortunate that Friendjess in particular, it seems to attract a lot of naysayers, honestly. I'm not going to say there's no problems with the game because that's not true. It does have issues, like pretty much any other game. But it just seems to be really prevalent, Friendjess. For what it's worth, I feel that NGS is starting to move in the right direction at least. Yeah, as I say, I think on Wednesday, if we do this Twitch stream, or if we multi-stream, we'll do a bit of PSU as well, just to see what the Clementine event's like. God, Barons has hurt so much, man. Fair enough on the age of the demographic. I myself in mid-20s. I think part of it too is global. I've spent a lot less time with classic PSO too. Totally true. Just out of curiosity, Yuki, did you play Japanese PSO2? Just because I think if you played Japanese PSO2, you're probably aware that it was out for like 8 years before NGS. So there was a lot of time to sort of get acclimated with base PSO2. Whereas if you start with global, you've only been exposed to it for a little while. So I guess that's why people don't like NGS, because they feel maybe that PSO2 has been taken away from them too fast. Even though it hasn't been taken away, it's just that I guess maybe they do it. There's no reason to play PSO2 if you've got NGS. But for me, myself, I played Japanese PSO2 from launch, really, so I was kind of used to the game, and I played it extensively, so for me, I was ready for NGS, honestly. Been playing PSO2 JP since it released. Fair enough, that makes total sense then. And again, just to reiterate, I do still like base PSO2. I don't love it, but I do like the game. But I genuinely feel a lot of the criticisms that are leveled at NGS, some of them are not necessarily valid. You're gonna have a Twitch stream, mate. So yeah, so I'm off work this week coming, so I'm gonna just try doing a Twitch stream, maybe try multi-streaming it. Just to get an idea of what it's like on Twitch. I used to stream on Twitch years ago, but it was long before I did the PSO stuff, so I basically had no viewers constantly. And also, for anyone who members or anything like that, don't worry about Twitch, because I don't even have enough followers on Twitch to even have affiliate anywhere, so don't worry about that. Yeah, so now we need to go whichever way we didn't go last time. So this way, and that should unlock the last fence. It is kind of BS that you can't shoot through that barrier, but the Panams can shoot you. PSO GameCube when? I mean, to be fair, I do have characters in Ultimate on GameCube. For me, I need to connect up to Raggle so I can sort my save data out so I can protect it. Once that's fine, then I could potentially stream it because I do have a capture card that could capture the GameCube, but it would probably look a bit rough. Yeah, I love GameCube PSO Snow Bison. That's where I started, so... Tons of reasons to play PSO 2 over NGS. For one, it still feels like PSO. Do you think so? For me, with PSO 2, I can see some similarities, but ultimately to me it almost feels like a different franchise. Again, no shit to anyone that likes PSO 2. I do like it myself, but I personally don't really feel like it feels like a PSO game. Apart from having some of the obvious things like Dark Falls, it just feels so different. Still has mob drops. I mean, NGS still has mob drops. It's just you don't see them, they automatically go to your inventory. I feel like PSO 2 is a lot closer to PSP 2 Infinity than PSO. I would agree with that personally, yeah. What was that? You still need Heavenly Battle. Yeah, we need to get you a Heavenly Battle. Or a V101. I can't remember where to go. I'm lost again. So, it's this way, I think. Oh, you got a TP up. That'll do. Makes things easier. Do you have Skyly card? So it's kind of weird. So I've got one on GameCube, but I have no idea where I got it from. Now I do have my main on GameCube is a Skyly here in New World, much like it is here. I don't remember ever finding it. So it's either that someone gave me it, which is unlikely, or it's just like a random duped one that like I had from years ago. I think it's just sat in my bank, honestly. Did I hear to GameCube characters elsewhere? So I think Kilniath knows a bit more about this. Is it right, Kilniath, that there's some feature on one of the private servers for GameCube that allows you to like protect your character data or something? I know we've talked about it before. You can host your own new serve instance this in there, and then you'll have the serves. Me, honestly, like I say, it's a sentimental thing mainly for me, just because I've got some of my brother's characters. So it's mainly about protecting those, because we all know that GameCube memory cards don't last terribly long. Particularly PSO characters in GameCube, anyway. It's certainly tell its experience week by the fact that nothing is dropping. How goes the car, Sky? Still treating you well? So far, very well, yeah. And it's been nice weather, so I've actually been able to have the roof down a bit. Yeah, so far, no problems. You got a PD and a look, Matt. Oh, thanks for the sub, Chris. I mean, to be honest, Drac for Experience Week, a PD and a look mat is probably good. Hawkins got 2 disc abradements but 0 hit. Aww. I really do not like the Barons as a multiplayer. Well done. Been way too hot, but definitely convertible weather. Yeah, I need to enjoy it while, you know, while we've got these couple of weeks of summer. Yeah, like I say, I'm off this week, so I'm hoping to take it out for a few runs in the countryside, so hoping the weather's decent. Just need to, you know, sometimes you just need to sort of get away from everything. And just like spending a bit of time out in the country just does wonders, honestly. To be honest, with how things are at the minute, it's probably best to get away from Middlesbrough. Don't forget to do Government Quest 3-3 as a hunter for a 25-hit disc of Braveman. Yeah, that's a really good option until you get better. On this character, I've got a 45-hit one, so I don't need it on this, but I may do it for my Huke Seal, because I think she'll probably need one. Unless I find better in the meantime, obviously. Yeah, so she's got a 45 hit. If you fancy a drive to pick me up, then I'm all about it. Must be a good 4 to 6 hour trip, but I reckon you got it. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, we have a Wild Minsk. And me as well. Send you a tenner for fuel. To be honest, this car is actually quite good on fuel, honestly. Yeah. It's a hell of a lot better than the last one I had anyway. Yeah, see, he's got a point there. We do have beaches up here. I mean, to be honest, the beach near me, I wouldn't want to risk going on because I'd probably get some kind of disease from it. But there is genuinely some nice beaches, though. Honestly, I feel quite lucky where I live, honestly, because, like, you know, 20 minutes drive and you're in the middle of the countryside, so... That's no way to talk about women. So how many do we have? We have 7. So if anyone's in Ultimate on Ephinea and you want to come in and be the 8th person, now is the time. Yeah, Red Car's not bad. I go there quite often because it is literally about 10 minutes down the road from me. Satan Crew is the beach of choice at my way. I'll see, probably not that far then, yeah. You solo need to be in a 4 group. To be honest, I think as long as you're in a party of at least 3, you should be fine. In front of C, is that C Pauling or C Pauling? In Norfolk. Only place I've been in Norfolk is to Norwich because my brother used to live there. He went to university there, so I went out to Norwich quite a few times. So it looks like we're getting one party set up for maximum attack 40 or 4B. Yeah, accidentally doxes himself. To be honest, if you say Norfolk, I mean, that doesn't narrow it down too much. I mean, yeah, hopefully that chat's okay anyway where it is now. And it's kind of just randomly off the left-hand side, but it was blocking where the rare drops are on PSO. We're all one and the same here. Yeah, the scary thing was, so my brother, he used to, obviously lived up here for a while and then moved down to Norwich. And after being down there for about 6 months or so, he started to pick up like a Norfolk twang to his accent. And it was this horrible mix of Teesside and Norfolk. Which sounds as bad as you think it does. Maybe join later. Yeah, no worries, Leo. So they're doing a MA40. So I'm up for running absolutely anything. Is there anything that you guys want to go for? Or just after experience? The Norfolk twang is a hideous beast to behold on its own. Yeah, it was pretty awful killing off. Blueful has a lot of nice drops. It does. I mean, we could just do... Is Blueful Desert any good? Because obviously the RBR's in Desert, I think, at the minute. Alternatively, we could do Olga or Tower. Live in the Fens, it's like being spoken to by pirates. You got a voice changer, face mask on, bloodstained, and it actually changes the character's voice. Oh, thanks for the super chat, Deployable. Can't resub as a member on my phone, so have this. Cheers, dude. There's Limiter, Asteron Bell, Durasol, or Fairly. I mean, that sounds pretty decent. Magua, not so decent. You can if you view the desktop site in your browser. SmartLink. I mean, SmartLink's pretty decent. I've already got one for my Uniwell. I could maybe do with another one, possibly, for my other hunter. And honestly, maybe for my 4-mile when she's leveled. So yeah, I'm happy to do some Blue Flip 4 if you want. You have one extra. Oh, really, give me back my money, I'll try that. I'm actually near leveling, actually. This experience is insane. Yeah, do you want to try doing maybe we could just do maybe the blue full RBR for Ep 4? Again, got no idea what really drops in Desert, but maybe just worth doing, see what it's like. It is weird, isn't it, though, that join for memberships doesn't appear on mobiles. You know, if YouTube are kind of wanting to push memberships, it seems like a really odd choice to not have that option on mobile. Base player coming in clutch, as always. Right, can we join without crashing? Still feels a little bit framey for some reason, but it does this sometimes on Ephinea where it just seems to run a little bit framey, and if you close the game, reopen it, it just kind of fixes. So if it gets too annoying, I'll close it, but 175% experience in Ultimate Desert. Oof, here we go. Yeah, big experience time. I feel like this quest is in RBR all the time. That is an absolute honker of a rappy. Can we join it without crashing? Shudders in flashback. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so we're getting like 848 experience from these go runs, which is just absurd. Actually, no, it's over 1,000. It's 1,100 experience from the lizards. Oh, you got a Tyrell's Parasol. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is with Ephinea. I mean, to be fair, again, you know, it is a 20-year-old game. You know, it's not really designed to run on modern hardware. But yeah, it's just a shame because it does definitely dampen the enjoyment of the game when you're not sure if you're going to be able to join a game without crashing. Did you ever get to the bottom of the problems with your ISP anyway to playable? I like how that zoo's just stuck in the roof. Sky Broadband basically said, thanks for calling, but no thanks. Yeah, typical UK ISP experience, I guess. I don't know how they're allowed to be so bad. Said they would send someone to inspect, but they haven't been out. Try and hope my sister doesn't email the CEO. That's what my my stepdad's done that a few times with companies he's had issues with. He's just sent an email to the CEO. To be fair, usually it's worked. Did anyone see the interview with the guy who got into 40k debt from buying Twitch subs? What, so he was buying subs for Twitch channels and got 40k into debt? I mean, on the one hand, that's some serious support for the streamers, but You would think that someone would have noticed there was a bit of an issue there. You know, long before you spent 40k. Hi, Comanche. Just giving the communities for 5 seconds of a shout out. Yeah, I mean, I suppose I can say, you know, I suppose if you're someone who maybe is, you know, is really lonely or something, and maybe, you know, craving sort of social interaction, getting that feedback, especially if it's from like a big streamer that you watch or something, getting that feedback and getting someone to effectively talk to you for a bit, I guess I kind of see that. But you would think that someone like, I mean, particularly you would think his bank had noticed or something and say like, you know, are you okay spending this much money? 100% giving money to bees. I mean, probably not wrong, to be fair. That's why I watch PSO live streamers. Wait, what? So that's why you watch. 40k over multiple credit cards and accounts. Jesus. Oh, he posted it in off topic. I'll check that. That's honestly, I kind of feel sorry for the guy, honestly. I mean, if you're spending that much money, you've got a serious problem. Like, it's hard to sort of imagine what someone must be going through to do that, honestly. In classic fashion, I saw it in an Asmongold reaction. I mean, isn't that how most people consume their news now? Through Asmongold. I realise I'm just spamming mechs a lot, but these quests that we're doing are very, well, they're a lot easier to do with mechs. Particularly these guys are just really irritating to deal with melee. Bezos would probably be fine gifting subs. I mean, yeah, I mean, someone like Jeff Bezos, if he was gifting 40k of subs, you know, that's barely going to run his yacht for a week, is it? Most people get their news off YouTube, alternative channels. 500,000 cancelled their TV license last year. Not surprised, honestly. Never really seen the benefit of it. Obviously, when I lived in my flat, obviously I had a TV license because I'd rather not get prosecuted. But it does feel like a massive waste, especially when you're finding out that your money is going to certain individuals in the BBC who may or may not have been in the news recently, naming no names again. Recently did an article saying we can enter properties without your permission. I'm pretty sure you need a warrant for that. I'd imagine if the police need a warrant. Oh wow, level 187. Controversy alert, yeah. Flash the sirens. So it is now 1,492,000 to level. Rant over. It's because the playable is here. 188 tonight then. I mean, to be honest, with the experience I'm getting here, maybe. $2.08 million here. So I'm almost up there. Yeah, that's insane though, Spike spending 40k on Twitch. Honestly, I think I've only ever had like one active Twitch sub at a time. I can remember. Minsk is the reason we watch Skyly streams, we all know it. Oof. I feel personally attacked. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Minsk one-upping me is kind of a regular thing. You know, the PGF, the Nug 2000. Rumour has it it's Minsk whose gameplay we're watching. Could be. This guy's just the face of the channel. I did get a red ring. That is my one claim to fame in this game so far. Well, on Ephinea anyway. Because, you know, back on the circus servers, I actually used to have some luck. When? Oh, it was last stream. Yeah, we did a random TTF and it dropped. I've got a banner and everything. There you go. It is funny the amount of people who've said, oh, when did you get a red ring? It's like, yeah, last stream. It seems to be the one stream that some people didn't manage to watch. I think that clipped it, I assume. I don't know if it did get clipped, but I know that in the VOD of it, I know base player put a timestamp on it for when it drops. Burned all your luck on the red ring. That's how it goes. You get one good drop in PSO and the game just decides, right, you're not getting anything for 5 years now. Was I hooting and hollering? I had to sort of restrain myself a bit because there were other people in the house and I didn't want to keep the entire street up screaming down the microphone. Honestly, I was just more stunned than anything else. Hey, I just want to say thank you for your guides. Helped me after years of not playing. Would love a video highlighting the best drop or difficulty of every ID. Yeah, I mean, that is one thing I can look into. Sort of doing a breakdown of each of the section IDs, I guess. I mean, I will say that on the Ephinea wiki, there is pretty good breakdowns on there for each of the IDs and like recommended IDs for each class. But I certainly don't mind doing videos for it at some point. There was some holy profanity. Yeah, there was profanity. For probably the first time ever on one of my streams, actually. To be fair, I was quite calm compared to when I found Yasha on the Sega servers. When I found that, I was literally typing on the team chat, and I was so shaken by the drop that my hands were shaking and I couldn't type properly. I have just casually been mentioning it in other PSO videos, killing the Ephinea. I couldn't resist just mentioning that when the red ring banner went. Hinkle best Hughcast ID. I mean, you know, some say it is. Some would disagree as well, but Skyline matured since his younger years. It's the age getting to me. I mean, to be fair though, for the Yasha drop, like, to me the Yasha drop is way rarer than Red Ring. You know, like, when I found it, it was like a double drop stay on the Sega servers, but it was still 1 in 33,000. It's like some unwritten law of getting lucky for loot-based games like PSO. One good item that you spent for months. Totally agree. Also, yeah, that is a hell of a name. Cyrax's lotion bottle. Yeah, you know the stream is getting crazy when a lotion bottle is a chatter. Did the bees do anything? So, I believe, I'm so sorry. I think they can paralyze you. Maybe. Just went and watched the moment it happened. So could someone else have been able to pick it up before you? Not on Ephinea. So on Ephinea, there are 2 ways of doing the rare drop. So you can play it like classic PSO if you want to, where a red box drops and everyone runs towards it. Or you can do what everyone does by default, which is actually the default option on Ephinea, which is everyone's drops are kind of instant. So if a rare drops for me, it won't appear for other people unless they also get the rare drop as well. But then when I pick the rare up, it'll let other people know that that rare's dropped for me. It's honestly much better because anyone who played it on the Sega servers back in the day will know that if you're hunting anything ridiculously rare, you were terrified to do it in randoms in case random just ran and stole it from you. Yeah, running SGS runs with randoms back in the day was the scariest thing ever. It's PSO, you mean Gi leave? I mean, yeah, I suppose. Also, I saw you guys saying about your PB. I can do either twins or Fowler, depending on what Parkins wants to do. What about for GameCube? Is it anyone? On GameCube, it might be a free-for-all. Not having to fight people for a double cannon sounds nice. Well, I'll do twins then. Got 2 Fowlers, maybe something will drop. Unfortunately, no Fowler in this PB chain. I would have, but someone had to do twins. I have to look on the different private servers and see what they're offering for options. Yeah, I mean, it could differ potentially, but I would imagine most of the GameCube ones are just free-for-all like the original servers. That's one reason I really like Ephinea for Blue Burst, just because it's nice knowing that people can't just steal what you're hunting. I mean, back on GameCube, there used to be a bit of an honor system, at least with the people I played with anywhere. What we used to do was, if we were hunting a rare, so if it was me and my friends hunting, we would all like pick one rare from that area and we would call that rare. So for example, if we were in the Skylight Tower, my friends knew that I was running it for SGS, so they were happy to sort of let me call SGS. But then for Skylight Tower, I used to just say that if anything else dropped, they could have it, because SGS was so rare. But for other areas, we'd all just call one item, and if that item dropped for anyone, the person who called it got it. But anything else was free for all. It just made things a little bit fairer. One of our friends would remove the A or X buttons to pick up items. Yeah, so I think those bees did paralyze someone there, so I guess they do paralyze. Shotgun silence claw. I mean, to be fair, for silence claw you wouldn't need to. You just need to beat in a game anywhere in the proximity of me and a silence claw will drop. And we literally got one earlier in the stream, so... Agsy has 7,000. I'm still yet to see that drop from Skylight Tower run so far in Ephinea. On GameCube, I had literally every single rare from Skylight Tower apart from Sealed J, which was really depressing. I have no idea which way we're going again. You may have guessed that directions are not my strong point. I'm one of those people where if I'm going anywhere in the car, I need to use sat-nav or I just get lost. What is this? Hunuel and actually landing demon specials? Gotta go do some human things. Great to hang out with you all. No worries to Playable. Thanks for the super chat earlier as well, and good to see you as well. And again, go and follow Deployable on his YouTube channel if you're interested in seeing some Lord of the Rings content. And do let us know if you do set your new channel up as well. That is like a human sat-nav. Tell him some basic characteristics and he'll go, oh yeah, down that road for X miles, then turn here. It's nuts. Yeah, some people like that. I guess it's maybe just a generational thing where if people didn't have sat-nav or, you know, grew up and just didn't need it, then maybe they're just more intimately familiar with the area, but yeah, for me, I'm hopeless with directions. Yeah, if you want to see something hopeless in PSO, just watch two Hunuels trying to hit a special. And imagine the railway tile set for PSU, PSP is a nightmare for you with that directional challenge. Definitely. Because anything that has forking paths or any kind of deviation from a set route, I'm probably lost. Yeah, this experience is actually insane. So since I leveled up, I've earned another 100,000. Yeah, I mean, we're getting nearly 1,200 experience just from the lizards. It's just stupid. Honestly, I don't mind this quest overall. There is a few too many of these Marissas in it, though. These are kind of annoying to deal with, but this is probably the best RBR quest this week, I guess. It is a bit of a poor week, honestly, for RBR. Especially combined with the fact that it's experience week. I would definitely focus on just leveling your characters this week, honestly. I still kind of feel it's rubbish that you can't shoot enemies from over here. I'm going to assume there's another guy at the blue soon. Is 200 still the cap on Ephinea? Yes, that's exactly the same. And the experience curve is exactly the same as well. So it's still ridiculously stacked towards 180 plus. Well, 182 plus. Yeah, 200 is honestly a real challenge to hit. These experience weeks do definitely help. Give up some things for instance loot. I'm fine with 200 being the cap, honestly, still. Yeah, not a bad quest. I mean, nothing all really dropped, but again, this is what happens with experience week. I always find it kind of funny that in episode 4 for Blueburst that they didn't bother with like a new part of Pioneer 2. They just... Obviously, episode 1 we had this, then episode 2 we got a new part of Pioneer 2, we got the lab. Ep 4 they just went, nah, just give it the original one again. Ep 4 does kind of feel quite half-baked, I think. I still like it though. Still spending money on that gun. I'm always spending money with this gun. The NPCs say anything new? So I think the NPCs are different ones. And this quest doesn't seem to have any, apart from the soldiers that are normally there. But yeah, I know normally if you load like an episode 4 free play, it is different NPCs to episode 1 at least. There's another NPC that's normally in the shop as well. It's a different one here. Or yesterday, so Minsk has found a Gala team with 30 hit. Jesus. He's done it again. Yeah, so Minsk has just found another Uber rare. Jeez, yeah, congrats on that, Minsk. That is huge. I'm so happy that someone from here has actually found it. So, yeah, is that the 5th stream banner now? 5 in a row? He gets more stuff than all of us put together. I mean, you're not wrong. And I was thinking about getting a Galatine for my 4 mile. Go and ask him very, very nicely. Yeah, after mentioning Drac wanting a Galatine on the Discord. So does that mean then that if I mention on the Discord that I want an SGS? Yeah, I would say it's him or Vector, but bear in mind I did get a red ring last stream, so I can't really say anything. But yeah, that is an insane drop though. Galatine, if you don't know what it is, it's a saber with a spirit special. It's one of the, well, I think it might be the strongest saber in the game. Oh, so Drac has to mention that he wants an SGS and then it'll drop. Okay. Drac, can you do me a favour and ask on the Discord and just say that you need an SGS? Attack power wise, it is, yeah. Oddly, on the Sega servers, it didn't work like that. So on the Sega servers, it actually had the same effect as the Morning Glory. Man, I really want SGS next. Yeah, so Galatine and Morning Glory had an effect where their attack power differed at different times of the day, which is actually really cool. Give them a bit of character. But on Ephinea, they've made it so they just always have the max attack power, which actually does make them usable. Passion Flame. Now that is insane though. So according to Vector, we've now had 5 streams in a row with banners. I mean, let's go for 6 next week. Why not? Yeah, that is an incredible drop though. Only 4 Neumes and 4 New Worlds can't use Galatine. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, 4 New World attack power is virtually non-existent. I'm pretty sure that's a pretty rare drop as well from Sam Million. Isn't it about 1 in 64 or something? It's about the same dropper as Parasitic Gene Flow. And it's only from Sam Million as well, so Sam Million you only get in things like maximum attack. 1 in 64, yeah, that's really rare. And to get it with hit as well, and a decent amount of hit as well. That's huge. The man cannot be stopped. Seriously though, again, congratulations on that. Oh yeah, Yellowbow's Gal Griffin as well, yeah. Sweet, I now have a 20-hit Galatine. Can you actually imagine if you down-teched it? Unless you have down-teched it, in which case, please don't talk to me. That would be so funny if you did down-tech it. The man, the Minsk, the legend. No, that is a crazy drop, though. I imagine it's quite a situational weapon to use, because I imagine it's only great for enemies with only 1 target, because I think it only hits 1 target. 2 to 400 PDs. Not bad going. Please don't down-tech the Galatine. Oh, that's 30 dark as well. Yeah, Green Hill, the privileged ID. It does feel like we get a lot of stuff on Green Hill. Check the Discord. Oh no, let's have a look. $40 hit. Thank you for taking it properly. Oh, that's really, really nice. No, GG on that. No, it's just really good to see really, really good drops dropping on stream for people who watch the streams. I apologise that the banner gets kind of blocked by the boxes at the top, but I can't really put them anywhere else. If I move them any further down, they'll block the HP gauge, so... So we've probably got about maybe another hour or so. Oh wait, 40 hit is 7 to 900 PDs. All right. So you could literally buy like 3 Psycho ones for that. That's an incredible drop. It means there is still hope to get drops. Oh, you also got a PD from an Astark. Just to bring you back down to earth. Sorry, I don't have anything, everybody. I think you lie. We've actually got 8 people, haven't we? This is such a nice change. Normally we have like 5 and it's like, okay, who's sitting up this time? So yeah, we've probably got enough time for 1 or 2 more runs easily. Yeah, it is basically a false beat stick, isn't it? Why does your hub look different? I'm new to the game. So this is actually the lobby from PSO episode 3, Card Revolution. So on Ephinea, the different lobbies have different styles. So I'll show you this quickly. So if I go to lobby 1, this is probably what you're more familiar with. So this is like the regular PSO lobby that you would have if you're online. Then if you go to, I think, is it about 12 or 13? These are the old Dreamcast style lobbies. And then 21 is the, well, 21 and the next few of them are based on Card Revolution. There is also some of the Go Ball lobbies as well. We just picked this one because I like the way the lobby looks, and it's also Skyly coloured as well, so it's kind of channel themed. Yeah, so you've got options about how you want the lobby to look. They do also all have jukeboxes in them as well, so you can change the music. Going on vacation was worth it. Yeah, so you went away on vacation, then PSO just welcomed you back with a Uber rat. Ragdoll looking good from space. It does, it looks good from up here. You wouldn't think that, like, absolute horror has happened on it, would you? 85 hit DOB, they said 2,000 plus PDs. Jesus. Fastest clouds in the universe. Yeah, I mean, something is going wrong there, isn't it, really? So I'm going to suggest something. Anyone for Skylight Tower? Dartfalls who were up here enjoying the view. Make sure we balance. Yeah, we do need to balance it to make sure we've got a decent split between the teams. How did I know you were going to suggest that? I mean, where'd you go from that? Surely the only way now is SGS. When you have a lobby this nice, who needs Ragdoll? False can keep it. Yeah, we'll just stay on Pioneer 2 forever. I mean, to be fair, that's kind of what happens a bit on Ep 3. Anguish Skylight Tower. Because Tower isn't awful enough. Oh, you're watching the live now? Oh, cool. Nice to see you. Up there, you forget you took out Pioneer 1. Yeah, we just let that all wash over us. You know, forget about all the, you know, thousands of people that are dead on the surface. At least it looks nice. Yeah, so we could technically do 2 Skylight Tower runs. So I will make one. Now, there is a delay. Yeah, so that's a YouTube thing. There is a way to load the delay, but the problem with that is there's a chance that it might stutter or, you know, buffer for some people. So I tend to have it on like the standard settings, just so there's a little bit of a delay, but it's less likely to buffer people. Just so more people are more likely to be able to watch it okay. Yeah, do you want to join the Fowler fam? So the Fowler fam is our team on PSO BB that we have. We do have some space if you want to join. There's not a whole lot we've got left to unlock, honestly. We have member limits and some gear for... There's like a commander blade for me and some terrible armor and shields for you. That's about it. I think there is one more team quest as well. But yeah, FCNO, if you let me know if you want to join the team, and I can certainly send you an invite if you want. Sure, cool. Yeah, I've just sent you the invite now. There we go. There's another one. I've never seen this many Farlers. Should make the armor skins for Red Ring. No worries, dude. So yeah, so for Skylight Tower, do we go with something like Phantasmal World 4? Or do we do Twilight Sanctuary and regret everything? So now that I said the thing, let's get SGS. I mean, why not? That would be really cool if I could reskin the Red Ring to just be a Fowler. I suppose the question is, how much mag synchro do you want to lose? Twilight is hardcore. Very. The other one is, there's Phantasmal World 4, which is basically like Twilight, but not quite as bad, but it's still bad. There is also ones like East and West Tower as well, but they honestly don't have that many enemies in them. They're probably not worth doing, honestly. Are we really doing a Twilight run? I'm down for doing one, but I know a lot of people probably don't want to do it. I'm happy just doing Phantasmal World 4 if you want. PW4 sounds fine. You never did it yet. You're fine either way. Fine with Twilight or Phantasmal World. Oh god. It does require a bit of time and 100% focus. Well, I will make a game for Twilight then, if anyone wants to experience the pain of Twilight Sanctuary. If the other team wants to do a Phantasmal World 4, that's fine. If we did Twilight, it probably would be the last run on stream, because it is a long quest. Getting res when you're not hunting them confirmed. That's how PSO works. You know, you hunt something, it doesn't drop. As we will now prove. What's up to you guys? I mean, consensus, do you want to do Twilight or do you want to do Phantasmal World 4? I'm just warning you that Twilight is very, very rough. The last floor in particular is awful. Like, unfair. PW4 so we don't suffer. I am totally fine with that. I mean, to be honest, PW4 is still suffering, just less. Take Minsk and Vector, give yourself the big winners. It really doesn't matter in Tower. Things will just kill you anyway. The last floor of Twilight is just total BS. I will make one game then. Anyone feel free to join this if you want pain and suffering. I hope you like ill girls. Here I thought I'd see pain in this stream. You might still see pain. This quest is still rough. Is this mission on GameCube? So Twilight isn't. I think Twilight is a custom quest, but this quest is on GameCube Online. This is what I used to use to hunt sealed JSON on GameCube, and I used to duo this with one other person. As you will see in a minute, that is not a good idea. Honestly, don't worry about healing too much. We've got all 4 of us can use Resta. We can just heal each other. Is there Megad in this quest? Slightly. There is quite a lot of Megad in this quest. And quite a lot of Mericarols and ill girls and Epsilons. I would say I don't need 5 scape dolls, but honestly I probably do. We'll go with 3. Ill girls are badass. I love the design of ill girls. They look really cool. They're just not nice to fight. Yeah, essentially, if you hunt and seal J-Sword, generally you just run the first 2 floors of this quest and then reset and do that over and over again. And that is the fastest way to get gig use. But we're going to do the whole thing. Yeah, for anyone who hasn't seen Ultimate Tower before, this is when PSO decides to just throw the rulebook out and just decide to be completely unfair. You get picked on because you like Del Depths. Del Depths are, as you put it, fabulous. Again, I don't like fighting them. Probably my least favourite enemy to fight. Level 54 wanted to join, but we're in Ultimate. Yeah, I mean, you know, once I get to 80, then we can join us by all means. I mean, to be honest, it's experience week as well, so we can probably get to 80 fairly quickly. I told him to join the Discord. Oh, cool. Yeah, so if you're watching, you need to be level 80 normally to do Ultimate mode. Once you get to Ultimate, then by all means you can join us, no problem at all. For this week there is boosted experience on, so you should be able to level pretty quickly. And we'll always give you a hand leveling as well. I mean, to be honest, I've got the characters I need to level as well, so... Yeah, exactly, we can always do low level runs. I mean, there's no saying we have to do Ultimate on stream. It's just where most people have characters, so... And to be fair, probably 90% of PSO is Ultimate. You got your 4 mile to 17 in 5 minutes. Delbiters can go straight to the Shadow Realm. Yeah, Delbiters are nasty. And there's plenty of them in this as well. So we're just waiting for Minsk at the minute and then we'll get started. But yeah, again, for anyone who hasn't seen Ultimate Tower, basically everything in Ultimate Tower has some way of instant killing you. No worries, dude. Missing in the hallways, what even are you? It is kind of unfair when you get them in seabed hallways and there's just nowhere to go. So I want you, the first enemy is an Ilgil. So have fun with that. Just like classic PSO, instant death Megad everywhere. Yeah, this is basically Megad central. Pretty much everything here can instant kill. Alright, I think I'm probably going to have to Zalo the Ilgils. Galatine looks so cool. I think it's the first time I've actually seen one. Okay, so Gibbals can't instant kill you. He just does a ton of damage instead. You got 89 EDK. And the funny thing is that'll do nothing against the Merikar rolls. Essentially, your strat in tower is just demons the hell out of everything. It does look a bit like a beefed up Master Sarger. Seriously though, I love Control Tower. It's one of my favourite areas. Even if it is scary as hell. Okay, so next floor is the SGS floor. This is the floor that you spam over and over again when you're soloing for it. Still, the slices are a physical weapon, but it's a ranger type classification. Yeah, it's kind of weird. So things like Smart Link affect slices. Well, no SGS on that floor. This is ultimate. You're donating your rare drop powers to me. That's very kind of you. Things are dying. The reason things are dying fast is because a lot of us are using a special called demons. So demons, if a human or a Newman uses it, it cuts enemy HP by 75%, which is why it's fantastic for tower. Because tower is obviously full of mini boss enemies, so it's really good for taking their HP down fast. So that's why things look like they're dying fast. Don't worry, it'll get worse. Because these things are an absolute menace. I do like how the boxers dropped escape doll. It's almost like they're saying, you're going to need this. Can cast not use demons then? They can use it, but they get a reduction on the effectiveness of it. So they cut HP by 45%. It's still good. It's maybe. So also in this quest, one of the gimmicks is you get this glowing on your character every so often called Blessing. When that's activated, you are invulnerable to all damage. It just activates every few minutes or so. So that gives you one small benefit. Nice ring, thank you very much. Hopefully we get something to drop. The good thing is with Skylight Tower is that almost everything drops something good. Skylight Tower is just obscenely good. Yeah, we are doing a quick SGS run. So obviously I got Red Ring last stream, and then Minsk's just got a 40 hit Galatine early this stream. So now we're just trying to push our luck and get an SGS as well. I do love how I still can't land demons, even with a frozen enemy. Yeah, it's crazy. It's apparently, according to Vector, it's the 6th stream in a row we've had a banner drop. There is also, just for anyone who hasn't ran this quest before, There is a shop over here that's every few floors where you can restock on certain healing items. It does cost you more than normal though. But you may also notice you can't use telepipes in this quest. So that is your way of stocking up if you need to. There's one of them every few floors. That's 5 streams in a row. You got a 70 hit caliber recently. Do you have a parasitic gene floor to turn that into a dark floor? I got so excited there because I killed that Del Lily and I heard a red box noise and it was a Justy in the boxes here. I thought I'd got a heart of Poom drop. But there's our stream Justy anyway. Are you lost? That may be true. Wish you would have made a bunch of PDs. I suppose you've got that ready though, so you know if you do find a PGF, you've got a really good sword for it. Oh, you also just got a Justy in a box. It's the Skyly curse. Dragon Slayers and Justies from everything. That being said, do have a set of dark floors now covering everything. Oh, cool. Oh, you sold the caliber for 80 PDs. Ah, very nice. Oddly, despite playing Skyly so much, I have not found any good calibers yet. I think the best I found is about a 55 hit. I did not see that Lily. I think it probably is faster to just use demons, isn't it, here? So there is another shop here if you need it. Never ever do Restless Lion quest to hunt calibers. Yeah, I mean, I know you can get some decent percentage ones from Restless Lion, but I think it caps at 50 hit, doesn't it? I'm just kind of hoping that I stumble across a really high hit caliber, honestly. I don't have a PGF anywhere, so I'm in no rush. As much as I love Dark Floor, it is obviously a very situational weapon as well, so it'd be cool to have one, but it's not something I'm really going after immediately. Yeah, alright, Minsky, you don't have to rub it in. I know you've got a PGF. Yeah, definitely faster to use demons, I think. Assuming I can hit anything. %50 on native Beast Machine in Dark, but it can be a random 2. And then it's like a 2.6% drop rate to get a 50 hit. Oof. I must admit, I mean, I've run Restless Lion a little bit, but I don't think I've had any 50 hit weapons from it yet. I was doing it because I want to try and get a 50 hit Demon's Ray gun from it. This one's 40 hit. It's good, but it'd be nice to have a 50 hit one. Another power material, so I do need to use that. Yeah, Delbiters and Dorfons do that now and again, where they'll just charge sideways. I think it's like a weird visual glitch that I do. It seems to only happen really in multiplayer, where they'll just get it where they'll just charge sideways for some reason. Okay, so this is the first awful flaw. Oh no, did you forget to do the camera switch? Oh no, I know how bad the camera is here as well. The good news is that these Dead Lilies, when they do the scream that reduces it to 1 HP, it does quite often trigger my mag invincibility. Oh, my accuracy is hopeless for demons. First awful flaw, they're all awful flaws. To be fair, a lot of the flaws in this quest, and they're manageable. It's just the top flaws that are a bit rough. Twilight is awful. Twilight Sanctuary is just horrendous. Yeah, recons have a habit of doing that, Minsk. If you need to ever get a shot off, they will always get in the way of it. They'll always find a way. Yeah, the Hunual accuracy is kicking in hard here. By which I mean I'm missing everything. I know why I got a Galatine. I spent 3 million Mazetta. That is it. Yeah, so for anyone who didn't see it, we did a charity stream, and Mince decided to use a VIA for entire quest and only use the special. Until it became apparent that that was not sustainable for a full quest. They really do like spamming this scream that reduces me to 1 HP. The good news is though that every time they've done it so far, my mag is triggered. You had 7 or 8 million in the bank before you began it. I'm so sorry for your loss. Look, game, I know we're here. You know why we're here. But I would even take a heart of Poom at this point. Literally anything. Anything that's not a Dragon Slayer or a Justy is fine. The VI will be better when you get your ATA up. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I mean, VI with hit is one of the best hunter weapons. It's just very, very expensive to run. Oh, Demon's Ray on there, but no hit on it. Oh, here we go. Speaking of demons. I mean, these guys are up there for the worst enemy in the game. Although that is great timing on the blessing. Baby Volopt. You say that, but I mean, they're way more dangerous than Volopt. I also hate it when it does this when I'm outside because I just can't really reliably get shots in. Demons just definitely make tower a lot easier. I mean, it's still total BS, but when the game is using BS against you, you have to use it yourself. And now it gets fun. Yeah, exactly. To be fair, I did say that this quest was still hell. Problem is these two are really close together, so when they split apart, they're going to be crossing over each other. Which is basically going to make a blender. And there we go. Right, now we can go ahead and revive. I will say I can see why so many people make Toulouse for the mag. Because the trigger rate for the invincibility is ridiculous. Yeah, I really, really don't like these guys. They do waste a lot of time as well. Okay, that is the first tower done. Yeah, that's the problem when you get multiple epsilons. If they're close together, the shields just overlap and you just get blended. Now you'll be pleased to know. Now we do the second tower. The aura under the characters, that is a thing in this quest called Blessing. So what this is, it's an ability that activates every so often. It's a special thing in this quest, and it makes your character invincible while it's active. It just activates automatically every so often. In this tower, it works differently. So in this tower, the way it works is every so often you'll get these little yellow orbs will appear. And if you break the orb, it'll give the blessing invulnerability to everyone nearby. The downside is that it's really easy to accidentally break them. Check out that elf legs, what a drop. Yeah, it decided to drop right in the portal, so I had to pick it up. So far, we're just sitting on a Justy. Which is about normal practice for the stream, honestly. Sorry, Pablo, I don't speak Spanish, unfortunately. Oh yeah, let's not use the vending machine while there's Megid. Yeah, sorry, dude. Basically getting distracted by Newman legs. It's kind of weird, isn't it, like, with those units, because you get up to ones like Heavenly Legs as well. Just kind of sounds like someone on the dev team's got a bit of a fetish. Pioneer 2 inflation, mega tax. Very funny note to self, but killing you off in timeout. Times like this when I really think I should have brought my holy ray with me. You know, would probably be a good idea. You know, hindsight is a wonderful thing. Was that 40-hit Galatine drop in your party? It was, yeah. Yesterday got it. It wasn't in the team I was in because we had 8 people in the lobby, so we had 2 games going. But it was the team that I wasn't in, which is typical really for me. But yeah, it was yesterday that we're playing with here that got it, which is Minsk in chat. That's huge. Congrats yesterday. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I did get a red ring last week, so it has been a good week in general for people who are playing here. Do the shops have moons? I think they do sell them. It might be an inflated price though. Yeah, DM. I think your message got flagged just for the language. I think it's just an automatic thing from Nightbot. It just automatically filters the chat. So these are the blessing orbs. So make sure you don't break these until everyone's standing around them. I do need a level 30 Gelin for my new 4 mile if no one else needs it. Cheers, dude. This week was huge. Lots of players anticipating the event. Yeah, I think a lot of people were hoping the event would be this week. Me in particular, because I'm off work this week, so I was hoping to sort of just grind PSO for the week. So those plans are being put by the wayside for now. You had 3 banners this week too. What did you get? I will just keep this Del Lily busy. What do you mean language gets filtered? It's an auto thing on YouTube, so YouTube auto filters certain language. It's a thing you can set up on your stream. PGF, a red ring, and a 1975 Agator. Jeez. Yeah, congrats on that, that's huge. I'm so dead. You were hoping the event starts now too, but there's been talk it's going to start next week. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's just when I'm going back to work. Missed your first message. That is Fukusaka. Yeah, I think there was a message from Ender, wasn't there, to say that I think they'd originally planned for it to start this week, but for some reason, something he's done has meant that it's been delayed. I know he has been posting a lot of things of like Omni-spawn quests, so basically spawning episode 4 enemies in other episodes, because he was showing some terrifying stuff on Discord. Such as Gerta Blulus with Oblilies. Ender has been cooking the Omni-spawn quest. It does terrify me. Yeah, I'm guessing that's what we're getting with the event, I would imagine. I mean, it is what it is, isn't it? You know, I mean, it'll be ready when it's ready. It's just a shame because it would have been good to grind them this week. Yeah, pronounce it in English and it's a swear pretty much. Ah, we have a blessing orb. Yeah, we can do it. Why not? But yeah, as I say, on the Sega servers, I used to duo this with one other person. NGS looking good. Yeah, to be honest, I haven't streamed NGS for a long time. I just realised how unfair that spawn was. It put a trap underneath the mirror carol. So you tried to attack the mirror carol and you hit the trap instead. Yeah, I can go whenever. Shop does have moons. That is good news. And there's our boy. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the event, honestly. It's the first anniversary event I've actually been able to do. The annoying thing about this vending machine is you can only buy like 1, 5, or 10. And I need 4. So let's go for all the menu. Select the wrong one. It probably would have been faster to just drop a moon atomizer and then buy 5. But we're here now. There we go. Oh, just about got it. That's the downside of how the blessing works here. So if you're not near enough when it gets hit, you just miss out on it. Shift and D-band's so strong when you do a 4-player chain. Let's see how long it lasts. Almost lost it immediately. Little girl's having a rev. Yeah, Mint's putting the new 40-hit Galatine to use. Did I just do over 2,460 damage? Probably because using Spirit on one of the strongest weapons in the game with a level 81 shifted E-band, so probably. Yeah, if you've never played PSO, you know, if you started out with NGS, this is where PSO all started, more or less. Dreamcast technically, but this is sort of the definitive version, I guess. Played it before, but never actually reached your desired level 200. How high did you get? Did you get to like high level at least, or? Kind of cool to see it in 2024. It's still really active, so if you are interested in playing it again, this is a server called Ephinea, and generally has at the very least 100 people on it, but usually over 200. I forgot to hit the camera change switch. And now my punishment is having to deal with this camera. Which in here is awful because you can't really see behind you. You did 2,607 damage. It's frankly disgusting numbers for a rare mall. Oh yeah, I've just seen the amount of damage you're doing. That's obscene. I mean, yeah, at that point you are basically a human. I walked right up to it as well. I blame streaming and being distracted by chat. To be fair, it's not the first time that I've missed the camera button. Yeah, that damage that Minsk is doing is absolutely disgusting. Out of curiosity then, how much damage am I doing with Excal? Yeah, I'm doing like, well, 1,425. That was without Zalur. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, that Gal team is super strong, man. Wonder if anyone from Sega sees a community for Blue Burst and is surprised. Yeah, I'm not sure, honestly. I mean, I think Sega know, obviously, it's a very well thought of game, you know. I mean, you would assume that they're very aware of all the private servers. You know, I doubt it sort of passed them by that there's private servers for this game. Whether they expect there to be 200 plus people playing, I don't know. But just, again, it just shows the longevity of the game, really. There are not many games like this that can hold people's attention for this long. I totally get why, honestly. You know, it's an absolutely fantastic game. It's just got, for me, it's just got the perfect grind loop. Whereas NGS, I do enjoy NGS, but I enjoy it for totally different reasons. NGS is the kind of game where I log in, I'll play for half an hour to an hour, do my dailies, do a bit of combat zones, have fun with what I'm doing, but then I'm happy to just log off and then come back to it the next day. Whereas PSO is the kind of game where I feel like I just put a lot more time into. Mainly because you'll never find anything if you don't. I swear, for this quest, having Rabata is just the MVP. Helps so much against the ill girls. I think Minsk could probably solo this with that damage. Sega too busy thinking they agreed. Been seeing old games pop up here and there recently. Should be getting into them more, like guns, for example. Yeah, check out. I mean, it's really easy to get set up and everything. Just to let you know, when you install it, you may possibly get a virus warning from your PC. It's something to do with the installer, just with how the installer works. It false flags it as a Trojan, but it's not. I can assure you of that. Yeah, once you've installed it, it is just more or less just log on and play. Really, really simple. I agree, Passion Flame as well. Yeah, I think NGS does have a lot of potential for sure. I think it's starting to realise some of it, but it just needs a bit more. Oh, I don't like that there's an Ilgil and an Epsilon. That is not good news for our survival. Yeah, the server is Ephinea, so it's just as base player spelled it there. Something deep up my weapon there. Felt like it anywhere. Unless it buffered the wrong input or something. I'm trying to take care of the Epsilon, and every time I stand up, I'm getting knocked back down again. There's a blessing here, by the way. See, now is the part of the quest where everyone starts dying. Yeah, Victor, this quest is ridiculous. And this isn't the hardest tower quest. There is a custom quest that's harder. Why spawn 7 Ilgils in one room? I mean, why not? That's kind of how this quest operates. Ilgils do just destroy you. They have no chill whatsoever. You also get stuck in this cycle quite often where they'll just continually charge. Right, there's one taken care of at least. Quick, loot your galaxy. The thing is, if this was a dream cache, you know that someone would. I'm trying to respond to chat, but it's kind of difficult at the minute, just getting destroyed by this Ilgil. Can you please stop doing that? You when you hope that's the end of the quest? Nah. Alright, Ilgils, you leave me no choice. I'm deploying the Uniwell's secret weapon, which is spam the hell out of Rabada. I'm just trying to get it so I can freeze a couple of them. Just so I can get a few hits in. Oh, I'm so dead. I think Ilgils are honestly one of the toughest enemies in the game, if there's a few of them. If there's one, it's not too bad. They're kind of manageable to take care of if there's only 1 or 2 of them, but when you get a big spawn of them like this, they just become completely unmanageable if you leave them too long. You could use your frozen shooter. That is an option. But you don't want to use your frozen shooter, do you? You want to guillotine everything. Which, to be fair, I don't blame you after getting that. Is that finally the end? Have we finally done it? We have, I think. I like how I'm like skeptical, like, is it over? Yeah, I think we can celebrate. You lost level 8 ESD, so guillotine is lame now. Oh, I was hoping that'd be another banner for... So someone else has found a red ring. I mean, red ring's old news by this point, isn't it? Can't imagine soloing this room. I've never soloed it. I have done it with one other person though. I used to play quite often with a guy who used a level 200 Raker Seal. And we used to duo this quite often. It was not pretty, but we did it. But yeah, this is basically the quest you run if you want CLJ Sword. Although if you are soloing for it, just run the first 2 floors and reset. It's the fastest way of getting gig use, so... Yeah, that is Control Tower for anyone who may not have seen it before, and that is Phantasma World 4. Also, make sure you get your lucky coins from Null. It's like Skylab becoming that insufferable guy at parties who goes, oh, you got that thing? Not to brag, but I got mine last week. Again, I know we talked about Mitchell and Webb before, but it does kind of remind me of the brain surgeon sketch. Yeah. I'm a brain surgeon. I will stop mentioning the red ring at some point. Maybe when I get SGS, and we'll start mentioning that. Yeah, not exactly rocket science exactly yet. Yeah, it's brain surgery. Not exactly rocket science, is it? Well, my haul from that entire quest was a justy. Keep that in mind, ill gil equals no chill. I don't know why I'm teching this because I'm just going to team point it anywhere. You know, keep the techer in the job, I guess. Yeah, I generally do really like that quest. The only part I don't like is the huge Ilgil spawns at the end. They're actually really irritating to deal with. Like, they're not even fun. But the rest of the quest I really like. I think I'm one of the only people who does like Control Tower. Currently playing PSP 2 Infinity English patch at work. The English patch is really good for it. That's what I've been using for the PSP 2 playthrough. I'm not up to Infinity on the YouTube playthrough yet, but from what I've played of it off video, it seems really good. And it's great to see that people can actually play Infinity in English, because that is a fantastic game, and I would thoroughly recommend anyone trying it if you haven't. I admire how the item shop lady got her hair to fit her outfit. It does fit perfectly, doesn't it? Yeah, they're all a bit weird here. I mean, they seem to have a real big thing for big collars. Just seems to be this style here. But this guy, well, this person who just covers half their face. And then, I mean, you could say it's drip as well, yeah. This guy, again, he's basically got a hoodie that he's zipped up too much. And this guy's kind of the same. He's got great hair as well. Looks like Kiwi from Cyberpunk. Maybe that's where I got the idea from. So my new formal will be very happy with that gel level 30 disc. You know what they say about a man with a big collar. You do get 40,000 Mazetta at least for that, which may cover all of your costs on moons. Yeah, good job everyone for getting through tower. I'm proud of you. We messed up the fort on blast every time. So we actually managed it. We did actually get a fort on blast chain. Yeah, I'm glad to say you're all not too traumatized from tower. Did anything drop for you guys, or? I don't think we really got anything apart from just these. We got the fort on blast, then Drac died after it ended. Oof. Nothing. Oh, literally nothing. Okay. Yeah, so this is what happens during experience week. Great for leveling characters, terrible for everything else. You got 3 team points and a PD. Well done. I think you got the most of anyone then. I mean, to be fair, we've had a banner this stream, so we can't complain. Yeah, I think I'll end that stream there for today anyway. So plan for next week is Well, for this week coming, there'll be PSP2 video on Monday for members. That'll go live to everyone else on the Wednesday. There'll be a normal YouTube stream next Sunday, in addition to the PSO video. And we will also have a Twitch stream at some point during the week as well, probably on Wednesday. That may be multi-streamed to YouTube as well, if I can get things set up and to a point I'm happy with. If not, it'll just be on Twitch. I want to just experiment a bit on Twitch. If you need my Twitch, it's just twitch.tv/SectionSkyly, so exactly the same as the channel name here. You can also follow me on Twitter or X at SectionSkyly, and we do have a Discord as well, which I'm sure we'll drop it in the chat as well. So feel free to join us on the Discord over there if you're not signed up already. Always a great time here. Oh, cheers for that, dude. Yeah, so there's the Discord link. Thanks for that, best player. So feel free to join us there because we do play quite a lot off stream as well. But yeah, as usual, enjoy your weekend. If you enjoyed the stream, please consider liking, subscribing, joining as a member. Base players beat me straight to it there, so thanks for that. And yeah, hopefully see you guys in the next one. And I will keep you guys updated on when the Twitch stream is going to be as well. I'll probably post that on the Discord and I'll probably post it on Twitter as well. So keep an eye on those. Yeah, see you later guys and thanks for joining.